Aloha, everybody. How are you doing today? Thank you very much for joining me, your host, Joey Rocha, for a short episode of Why is the Sky Blue?
Ask me. Me. I know. I really do know.
Not only why is the sky blue, but why is the oceans of Earth blue as well?
Well, this is just my lucky day because I know the answer to this as well. So let's get straight into it.
Go nuts on my nuts.
The reason why I asked that question is because
You're an idiot flat earther who thinks he knows everything but actually knows nothing but likes to pretend he knows everything. Tidy! Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Playing the Blind with me, the Creaky Blinder. And as previously stated, today we're going to be having a look at channel favourite Joey Rocha. Because I mean, who's better qualified to answer scientific questions than an idiot flat earther who lives in Hawaii but thinks volcanoes are a hoax? Up top. No? Fine.
air, our atmosphere is clear. Water in the ocean, it's clear as well. But it gives off a bluish hue when we look at them. Well, I think I know the answer why. I want to know what you think.
Oh, so now? Or am I to let you dig yourself into a slightly deeper hole first? Yeah, let's do that.
I believe the dome, the firmament, is made out of blue glass called blue obsidian, formed naturally by lava of Earth cooling rapidly, turning into a blue glass called blue obsidian.
Well, we didn't have to wait too long at all. So would that lava be from the fake volcanoes, Joey, or the real ones?
Salted cedar! And William B. Call says, good evening, Joey. Water's above, LOL. Hey, Joey.
Who the hell is he talking to? Oh yeah, of course, he does all his videos live, doesn't he?
Yeah, so I've heard salted cedar. I've heard people say, well, the reason why the sky's blue is because there's waters above. Well, let's just think about it logically.
Yeah, let's think about it logically.
If there's waters above that's making the sky blue, well, water is clear itself, so that's not giving off the bluish hue.
Well, that's not exactly what I was expecting when you said let's think about it logically, but it's a fair point.
When the Bible is saying that there's waters above, they're saying above the firmament, there is another landmass with water, etc., etc.
Oh, so you do think there's water above?
So this firmament that we're encapsulated in Job 37:18, it says it's a molten lava looking glass. Well, let's just think about what that means.
Well, it doesn't actually mean anything. It depends on how the person who's read the text interprets it, because it's in the Bible, which was a book that was written, and it's not a scientific textbook.
Molten lava, we obviously know what that is, and we know what a looking glass is. But let's put it all together. Did you know that lava, when it's cooled rapidly, turns into glass?
I did know that, Joey, because I'm a pretty fart smeller. I mean a smart fella. But it doesn't turn into glass in the way you were describing. Cherry picking much?
In specific, blue glass. It turns other colors too, green, etc., etc.
Yeah, blue. Like this. Doesn't look very blue to me. Now I'm going to read the next segment because unlike Joey, I don't feel the need to pretend I know everything about everything. Why is obsidian black? Pure obsidian is generally black, although the colour differs with the existence of impurities. The jade could be light grey to black with iron and other transformation components. Very few obsidian specimens are almost colourless. In some rocks, the incorporation of the minerals in the black glass of tiny yellow rapidly grouped rocks produce blotchy snowflaking image. But there is absolutely no mention of obsidian ever being blue. But I think I know what Joey's getting at, because the majority of obsidian specimens are formed when there's a lava eruption underwater. And seeing as water gives off a blue hue, I would imagine that it would make a rock under the water appear to be blue.
But if the sky is blue and oceans of the water are blue as well, how do we explain that logically?
Well, I thought you were never going to ask. Allow me to tackle the sky issue first. Now, there are particles in the atmosphere, and those particles are about the same size as the wavelength of the light that's being sent down to Earth through the atmosphere from the sun. Now, because of that, when the blue light wavelength hits the particles in the atmosphere, it can't get through. It can't make it down to Earth's surface, and it bounces off. It gets scattered in all different directions. So the blue light is effectively filtered out by the atmosphere, by the particles in the atmosphere on its way down to Earth, and it gets scattered out into the air, which is why we have a blue sky.
What could be giving that? Well, this right here is a clear bottle. Inside contains coconut water, which is pink. The clear bottle is not interfering with the color in this coconut juice. But if this was water in my cup and I had a blue glass, the water would appear to be blue even though it's not blue, right? Because the water within the container would take upon the bluish hue of the container in which it's contained.
Right, I can see exactly where you're going with this, and just don't. Just please don't. The sky isn't blue because we are contained within a blue dome.
I have a lot of research that shows 100% in my mind.
Well, if it proves 100% in your mind, Joey, I think the rest of humanity can be fairly confident that it is completely wrong in every way possible.
The logical evidence that the sky is made out of blue glass. What are you talking about, mate? I'm talking about why is the sky blue? I believe it's because the firmament or the dome is made out of blue glass. That also explains rainbows. It explains our atmosphere. It explains why the clear air and clear water of Earth appear blue during the day when in fact they're clear.
But he also believes that volcanoes are a hoax, and he lives in Hawaii, and that the Earth is flat.
Let's give you one.
Excuse me? You haven't even bought me a drink yet.
Add moderator. Salted Cedar says, sounds good, Joey. Oscar says, I think the water makes the sky blue. Oscar, I don't know how that's possible, just being honest with you. How could clear water, which that's what water is, it's clear, it's transparent. How could water make the sky blue? Because water itself is clear. You put it in a glass. Like, for example, you go to the ocean, like here in Hawaii. You go to the ocean, you take a clear glass and you scoop the water out, and you look at it, it's crystal clear, right? But when you're looking at it from a distance, it appears to be blue. Why is that?
I know the answer to this as well, and I'm slowly starting to lose the will to live, so over to me. The ocean is blue because water absorbs colours in the red part of the light spectrum, like a filter, so there's only the blue colours left behind for us to actually see. But the ocean can also take on a green or a reddish hue as the light entering bounces off floating sediment and other particles in the ocean.
Well, I believe it's the same reason why if you put water into a blue glass, a red glass, an orange glass, or a green glass, it'll take upon the hue of the glass that it's within.
Well, it's nice to see you're paying attention, Joey, and I feel much better myself about having given accurate information as to why the oceans appear blue.
The same thing with the sky. Why does clear air appear blue? If it was water giving it that blue color, well then the water on Earth isn't blue or any other color. It's clear, it's transparent. So water could not, in my opinion, be making, waters above couldn't be making the water on Earth appear blue because it too is clear.
No, Joey, no. The waters above couldn't be making the sky appear to be blue because there are no waters above. Get it right, you weirdo.
Bill says blue light is scattered in all directions by the tiny molecules of air in Earth's atmosphere.
Go Bill.
Blue is scattered more than other colors because it travels as a shorter, smaller wave. I get you, Bill, because that's what traditional science says. I understand that. But can we reduplicate that in the laboratory? No, we cannot.
You know, it absolutely baffles me how somebody who denies every possible branch of science insists that he won't accept science unless something can be duplicated in a lab. Now, if that isn't a contradiction in terms, then I don't know what is. But by the same logic, Joseph Rocha, can you duplicate your theory in a lab?
So we have to find a logical explanation as to why we can actually reduplicate. Can you reduplicate making air blue?
My word, you really are an idiot, aren't you? Can you demonstrate that there is actually a glass dome with a blue hue covering the whole of the earth? Has anyone ever seen it? Who goes up and cleans it? Glass gets marked really easy. Just ask Mrs. Blinder. She always shouts at me if I touch the windows.
The only way to reduplicate that I've seen is if you shine a blue light on it, but that's not what's occurring. Or if there is a blue glass container in which it's contained within. That would explain the sky being blue, which is the air, and that would also explain the oceans of Earth being blue as well. Oscar says, that's true. Actually, I think you're right. Well, thank you. I've been saying the same thing for about 5 years. I worked on this project with Eric Dollard and Robert Pisano and Robert Shortman and John the physicist, and that's the conclusion we came to.
Ha! John the physicist. Is that his official title?
Makes sense, says Salted Cedar. Bill says science is logic. Also, if you have an alternate explanation or theory, please let me know. I'm very curious. The dome is my favorite topic in the flat Earth discussion. We talk about a lot of things within the flat Earth. My favorite thing to discuss is the dome or the firmament. So if you have an explanation as to why the sky and the waters of Earth are blue, please put that in the comment section and give a reduplicatable response. For example, I told you I think the sky is made out of blue glass. The dome is made out of blue glass, which is the reason why water and air is blue. So if you're going to say that you think there's water above, you have to tell me how that water is able to make the air and the water of Earth blue, or some other alternate reason.
So shall we do that? Shall we offer young Joey Rocha an alternative explanation, i.e. the correct explanation, in his comment section? And as per usual, I'm not going to give you the link. You just type Joey Rocha into YouTube and it's the newest video on his channel. How much simpler could it be? So head over there and explain it to him. If you've got 5 minutes to waste of your life that you're never getting back, of course. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Idiots. Watch this next, and I will see you next time. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.